Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today please join me for an early summer garden harvest. It's hurricane season here in Florida, as you can hear the wind. Hurricane season starts in June and ends in November. So let's start to harvest this Italian cucuzzi. I have several ones over here that already was able to reach the ground. These are really very fresh and long. So the last time I have grew them before as well. This is my second time. Last year I have grown them but in pots, so this is my first time to grow cucuzza or Italian cucuzzi. This is really very nice, still very young and fresh. It has been raining. Look at this one, it already reached what do you call this, my ground. I have put some cardboard bags under there, but to keep it safe from the storm and hurricane and also insects, it's better to harvest them. So this one is the long version of bottle gourd, Italian cucuzzi or cucuzza, and it is really very close taste with bottle gourd. And over this way I have some butternut squash, which is really very nice. Let's harvest this as well. I have pruned them before and I'm excited to eat this butternut squash. This is my first time as well to grow it this season. Still have some green. I want to try to eat it while it's still not very ripe. So I have some birdhouse here also. Birdhouse gourds has a lot of fruits and I have encountered some insects. I'll make a video for that later also. I have some tomatoes here but it's still greens, so we'll harvest it later. And over this way I still have some kales. These are really very hardy, friends. I highly recommend this. Aside from mustard, if you want to grow kale, I made a separate video for that. You can check it out later. Kale is one of the hardy vegetables that really grows from winter to summer. It is really great. So let's pluck some. Really great for soup. You can bake them, stir fries or stews. So I have some lower leaves here. Since they are coming cut again, you can just put them as mulch on the top, or put it in a compost pile if you have. So the younger leaves are better, and the ones that are mature one, they are kind of chewy and the stem starts to get hard. So here I'm so happy and grateful for this harvest. Can't wait to cook them. Have you tried growing kale before, friends? Please let me know in the comment section below. What are you been growing this June? I have many leaves here. Later I'll pick it up and feed it to my worms. These are really very good kale. And over here I have some string beans. This is my first time to harvest string beans in the season. These are red yard-long beans, really pretty good, crunchy, and very prolific. Because once the vine already produces lots of beans, you could always cut them back, and it will going to grow another shoot or vines. I mixed them some green string beans here. If you're interested to grow your very own yard-long beans, I made a separate video for that. You can check it out later as well. This is really very good, very crunchy. It's great to mix with broccoli or even saute it itself. Really very good. You still get a lot of small or baby string beans. So the more you harvest them, the more it will I'm going to give you beans. So here, I'm so excited for this, guys. I have this wild tomatoes. This one is really very prolific. I have not expected to be growing wild tomatoes. I thought I have planted it like beef steak. So to my surprise, it got a lot of flowers, and with the help of bees, this one is already on the ground. It crawled. It really to grow it. It spread branches everywhere, so I tied them with cotton cloth. So here I have here with cherry tomatoes as well, and really very red. Still have some more here. It's still pretty green. So here it is. There's only 1 or 2 bees that's been pollinating here. And if you want to attract more bees to your garden, I had a video for that as well. And over here in one of my small pots, I was able to grow a bunching onion, if I'm not mistaken, or like a white onion, I guess. And I'm curious of what it tastes like, so let's get one as well. All right. So this time I use my tray to harvest, and I still have some dwarf kale here, curly kale. So I'm going to add some as well. This is really very crunchy. Also, you can add them to your soup or stews. And then here in my shady part of the garden, I have some Malabar. This is a giant green Malabar spinach. This is really very meaty leaves, but it's really best to consume it raw, put it in a salad or sandwiches. Really very good, very healthy. If you're curious how to grow Malabar spinach, please check it out. I have playlists there for you about container gardening. So here is the first batch of my vegetables so far, and here too I have one purple potato plant. I already cut it because it seems like it's already fell to the ground and turned yellow already. The stem starts to rot, and one of the purple potato, I could tell it starts to rot also, so I dig them as well. So here are really very nice purple potatoes. This is an organic purple potatoes. So I'm kind of curious, so I just dig one plant just to see. And because it has been really raining so hard recently, some of my plants really get drowned or like drink too much water. So here I'm so grateful and thankful for this harvest of purple potatoes. And let's jump to my next in-ground bed. I still have mustard. This will be my last mustard harvest, guys, because it's very windy, and I'm planning to plant a different vegetable here in this bed. And my mustard starts to flower, it starts to bolt, and it's hard to accept. It starts to flower already, and seeds and bees really love their flowers so much, so I'm just cut them as well. Maybe I just leave 1 or 2 mustard a plant to seed, to save the seed as well as remembrance. And it's really, I love the mustards. It's really I highly recommend it. I have mixture of red mustard and Florida big leaf mustards. If you have small garden, I highly recommend it because of its big leaves. Even if, for example, you have containers or pots to grow this is really very healthy. And if you want to check out how to grow mustard greens, I made separate video for that. You can check it out later as well. So here I'm gonna speed this up, guys, because I have a lot of mustards greens. So here it's really plenty, so I think I'll just saute them and freeze them because it is really amazing. It's a lot of greens, so I'm very grateful for this harvest. And then I have this onions. This is a different kind of onions, as you can see, guys. Very healthy. These are spring green onions. It doesn't grow bulbs at the bottom, but the beauty about it, you can cut at the bottom and you can still replant it, and it will going to give you a more green onions. So it's really very exciting. It's my first time as well to grow this green onions in this year, and I have I put onions alongside like little fence, and they start to seed as well, so I might save the seeds. And the bees love them. I highly recommend it to grow in your garden. It is really very prolific, so I use it as a trap crop or sacrificial plant along with my vegetable greens, because some insects or pests does not like it, so it really works great. I have not used any pesticides. This has been grown organically. I use alyssum flowers and spring onions, scatter them in the bed along with my vegetable greens or lettuce. And look at this, very pretty colors, very healthy. You can chop them and throw them in soups, stews, and salads. Or if you have too many, you could always freeze them. So I planted them along with kale, mustards, turnips. Turnips also is one of my trap crop, sacrificial plant, because insect does not like it. So here, super grateful and very healthy spring onions. Let's wash them. As you can see, I would cut it, and this leftover roots you could plant it again, and it will turn into a new plant, and you can harvest it again like what I did. So this is really very good. It's another perennial plant. It come and cut again. Vegetables and the leftover, the waste, please don't throw it. You could always compost it in a bucket or in your compost bin. And here, let's get a basket, a small one, because I have some basil here. This is I think an opal basil. I'm so excited to try it. I have been harvesting basils and making pesto. If you're curious, I made a recipe for it. And this one, I have planted them in pots, so I'm going to pluck them as well. It starts to flowers, and bees really love basil as well. So if, for example, you have planted some for eating, I highly recommend to plant as well to flower them. Let them flower, because bees and pollinators love basil flowers, so they're really attracted to it. Also, I highly recommend it. I have also the large Italian leaf basil, so it's really good if you have a small backyard or if you want to grow them in pots. I highly recommend it. They have truly big leaves. Go ahead and try to get some of my leftover sweet banana peppers, which I have been harvesting many times already. It's really great, really crunchy and fresh, still green, so it is nice. If you let it ripe for too long, it is really chewy and you have to cook it longer. So this is really very pretty. So there you go, friends. Thank you so much for joining me for my early summer garden harvest. I hope you stay safe in your garden as well in this hurricane season. And I'm so excited to cook them. And thank you for watching. And if you want to watch more videos, I have a whole playlist there for you. Please check it out. Or you can watch the next video after this. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!